Hey guys, this is Dylan O'Brien with Team 18 for Artifact Review number 5. We are currently working on the Retrospective Toolkit for our client, State Farm. In this Artifact Review 5, we are covering 2 sprints, the second part of Sprint 8 and the first week of Sprint 9. We are doing this because we are 1 week offset from the rest of the course. So let's get right to it. The first user story of Sprint 8 was to make the table bigger, and this included several tasks. One of them was trying out different sizes for the customer, such as a 10 to 50% increase with 20, 30, and 40% increases intervals. An example of why this was needed, there were several tests, such as this one. As shown, the dice models are a lot larger than the preferred table. In this version, the table was the correct size, which needed to be a little bigger, but it wasn't the preferable color. So, in our latest version, we currently have the preferred table model, with it being the correct size according to the request of the user. Another user story was to add sound effect when the cube rolls. In previous models, there was no sound. Now, whenever we hit the roll it button, it will then play the M4A file. Ability to randomize dice images. This included adding tests for the new code according to the requirements by State Farm, along with researching, and then finally implementation. When dice were rolled originally, they would sometimes have the same images, therefore ruining the point of the user story. Now the dice are a lot more random, since they pull from our database of images. And that marks the end of Sprint 8. Sprint 9 was adding sound to a single cube reroll. This is one that's currently being tested in branches. The sound plays whenever all dice are rolled, when the roll button is clicked. We added a feature that if a dice does have the same image as another, you can click on the die and it'll re-roll, although there is no sound. The point of your story was to add a single dice roll, which is currently being tested. Find a new color for the State Farm logo. The client requested several different images, so we created a variation of images that they requested and others that we saw would fit them as well. This was a version where we took the color and made it red. We also have a version where it was gray. This one is a version where the logo is red and the background is black. This one was recommended to them, or recommended to us. And as seen here, it was implemented into our 3D modeling. Stabilize the table. We are currently working on and fixing failing types for dice and disabling vertical rotation for the table. Then we are finding new ways to share a story. And a way of doing this was we created a wireframe of a traditional display using React components, as shown here. This is what we created as a wireframe to show our dice game. Also, a part of Sprint 8 that we included was this section that displays the info card. Whenever you click on Cube Game here, it is an interactable button that will display how to play the game. Thank you.